Okay, folks, the day has finally come. The home arcade game room has a new game in the room, and it is the beautiful Miss Pac-Man Deluxe Vault. Hey, folks, so we finally scored the Miss Pac-Man Deluxe Vault from Walmart for only $225. Incredible. And I think this is the most underrated cabinet for its beauty, and the game selection has grown on me. I'm really loving it. So I'm going to give you a full detailed review and also some gameplay like only I can do, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, we're turning it on. We're going to check out the outside, and then we're going to go down on the mates and check out the inside, meaning the gameplay. But it is loading. Standing under my Dig Dug picture, arcade flyer, and I am loving Dig Dug inside this Miss Pac-Man Deluxe. But I'll just show you the screen first, the opening screen. Now we're going to look at the whole outside, give you all the specs, all the goodies, because it is very, very impressive. So it starts right off the bat, showing you several games, showing you some top high scores. So that's pretty cool. That is the standard, which is decent. But this is a beautiful cabinet. Let's start with the Marquee. Look at the beautiful Miss Pac-Man looking all nice and yellow. The ghost is all hungry trying to eat Miss Pac-Man. Or maybe the ghost fell in love all of a sudden. Look. Love the Marquee. And the Marquee, if you can notice, it is a little wider. Not wider, a little higher, I should say. By about 3/4 inch. And let's do some comparisons. Look at that Marquee. And then we're going to go all the way over here to the Mortal Kombat, which I did do a full review of before. And look at that Marquee. You can see already off the bat, it's not as high. And it's definitely noticeable. Great Marquee, especially when it lights up. But look at the Miss Pac-Man. We go down here. That height difference just makes it proportioned better. Plus, the graphics almost go from the top to the bottom. The Mortal Kombat one doesn't. So then we got the pretty pink all around, which is great. The T-molding, is it real T-molding? Is it sticky stickers? Either way, it does look sharp. But the cabinet, look at the beautiful side cabinet. I mean, it just looks great. And this is a one piece. We don't have a booster seat on the bottom. This is looking like a solid one piece, although technically you got two pieces put together to make it look like a one piece. But look at the graphics. I mean, the cabinet artwork is great, just like the arcade. But you got to remember, this is a special black vault edition. In the arcade, it would not be black. At first, I wished it was original, but then when I got the black, it's just awesome, and everything else looks how it should. So let's go a little down on the mics. And we got the two speakers with the grills, which is great. Pretty much standard on all the Deluxes. And we got this vertical screen. And until I witnessed it, I wasn't sure if I'd like it. And I actually love it. Because in the arcades, it did have a vertical screen. So this is awesome having it. 17-inch. Best on Earth BOE. So you're really getting a full-size screen there, pretty much. Because usually when you play Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga, you're playing it on a TV horizontally, and you're only getting a portion. So this is, the 17-inch. And again, if we go over here to the Mortal Kombat Deluxe, which I do love, I think it's incredible, especially the game selection. Horizontal screen compared to the vertical. Just like in the arcade. And the original Pac-Man games were 19-inch in the arcade, so it's only 2 inches shorter. And the game selection, which we will get into, is incredible, and we will do gameplay. But look, we also got the light-up buttons. At first, I wasn't sure, but when we turn lights out, I don't know if the camera shows it, if you're playing in the dark, the buttons light up. I like it a lot. And unlike the Pac-Man Deluxe, you can just turn them off and on with the switch. I think they learned after the Pac-Man, some people liked the light up, some people didn't. So to have the switch right there is awesome. And then we got what many Deluxes don't have is this light up coin door. The Mortal Kombat doesn't have it. And I absolutely love the light up fake coin doors. And then we might as well talk about the front cabinet, because look at it. It looks beautiful. Miss Pac-Man sitting there with the two ghosts like that. Compared to the Mortal Kombat, which as you can see, it's just a plain front. But I do definitely love the side artwork on the Mortal Kombat with the Lord Raiden, the Thunder God. But like I said, this is in a different league overall, in my opinion. We didn't talk about the bezel yet. The bezel does look great. You see, we got all the little stuff that's hard to see there. But we got all the details, the instructions, just like in the arcade. The monster point value. And there's the truth. The banana gives you the most points. 5,000. That's your trivia question you can give somebody. What fruit gives you the most points in Miss Pac-Man? It's the banana. So I think we should look at the game selection. And obviously, if you enjoy this video, this kind of content, I really would appreciate if you give the video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And definitely hit that notification bell, ding, 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 ding. Okay, so let's go. Let's go over the buttons real quick. You got the player 1, player 2, which is great. On-off switch for the lights on the buttons. We got the live, for online, and it is really easy to connect online. On-off, volume, joystick. So this is a 4-way gated joystick. You can hear the clicks. If you go diagonal, nothing. And that's what you want. Now I was tempted to switch it to a Sanwa or something else, the Tornado joystick, but I decided not to, and I think this is good enough. I do wish it was a little better, but it is a 4-way. Miss Pac-Man, not too much problems playing with the maze. Dig Dug's pretty good. Some of the other games, I mean, they're pretty much fine. Super Pac-Man is difficult when you're Super Pac-Man, getting it through the maze on those little angles where you got to be exact. But I think it's good enough, and I don't think the Sanwa 4-way would have made a huge difference. And again, if you're going to replace the joystick or the buttons, you have to do it before you build it, because this is one piece, remember. One piece, which I hate. Unlike the Mortal Kombat, you can literally just take it out and work on it. But I like it. Good enough. So let's go back. Usually you have to hold in player 1 for 5 seconds, which I don't love that, in order to get to the main menu. And let's see if it works, because it's on camera. It actually always works, but for some reason I think it was in a transition. So let's see. But there really should just be a switch or button, or like on Mortal Kombat, you push the live button, you go back to the main menu. So this is the game selection. We got Miss Pac-Man, great classic, and it's going to show you the top scores. What is my score? Identify with the pretzel. 26,000, just changed. You guys can't see it. There it still is. 26,390. That's actually pretty good in my opinion. Let me know what your high score is on Miss Pac-Man. I would be curious to know. But I have nostalgia. I played Miss Pac-Man at a diner, Golden Dawn. It was the only diner, only 7-Eleven that had an arcade machine. After late night, we'd get some grub, and then we'd battle Miss Pac-Man, where yes, I was undefeated, believe it or not. And then we got Pac-Mania, Super Pac-Man, and maybe, I don't know, do we go into the fun facts now or right before we play them? Maybe when I show you the games. Here, I'm just going to show you the opening. Actually, let's just keep rolling. Why not? Super Pac-Man, here's a fun fact. It's the second game ever made in the Pac-Man series. Pac-Land, don't love it because you got to use the buttons. I was hoping on this that they would actually finally let you use the joystick, but you got to use the buttons, jump, go left, go right. I mean, come on. We don't need all that. Otherwise, it is a nice cartoonish type game. Reminds me of the cartoon game back then, which was awesome. We got Pac and Pal, which you might see the screen and you're like, oh, this is crazy. Once you know how to play Pac and Pal, I think it's a great game. I love how it blends the other Namco games into it, which I will demonstrate Pac and Pal. Pac-Man Plus, pretty much a sped up Pac-Man. It's a little loco, so you kind of do have the basic Pac-Man. Galaga, I never really played it in the arcade, never liked it. I am liking it on this, believe it or not. I think it's a pretty cool game. Then we got the original Galaxian 1979. Don't love it, kind of slow, basic, but it's because it's 1979. It's cool to get a game from the 70s on this. Obviously, they copied Space Invaders, which I would like better. Mappy, knew about it, never played in the arcade. I actually do like it. I think it's a fun game. Fun graphics, sound, we'll go into it. Dig Dug, as I showed you, I got the Dig Dug flyer. These are all full-size flyers, by the way, and I will do, you know, probably a game room tour sometime. Here's my Pac-Man, although the light's messing up. Lost Boys 720. Got 14 framed flyers, including some movies. But Dig Dug, I liked it back in the day, then I just never played it for decades. Falling in love with Dig Dug again. It's the game I play the most on here. And I got a nice score on Dig Dug. 64,000. Like I made it to level 13. Let me know what your high score and the furthest you got on Dig Dug in the comment section. Dig Dug 2 Electric Boogaloo. Don't like it. Many people probably even know that there was a Dig Dug. But there was, and it was definitely disappointing. Rompers. This is a Japanese arcade game. And it's actually pretty fun. I actually like it. I'm doing really good on Rompers. What's my score? 77,000. Made it to level 10. And I just got this week, by the way. This Miss Pac-Man Deluxe. But I do like Rompers. And then we got another arcade Japanese game, Dragon Buster. And again, you're not going to see these games in arcades back then. I didn't see them in America. They were mostly Japanese. Dragon Buster, pretty much it's identifying as, from what I've read, a Legend of Zelda type game before there was Legend of Zelda. So it's obviously not as good as Zelda, but it's actually adventure. The Link game, the second Legend of Zelda, it moves like that. So that's kind of cool to have that, and it's not really on other cabinets. Kingdom Balloon, don't love it. Not too much fun. I guess it's like a Space Invaders clone, but it is a 1980 game, so it's an early game. So that's the 14 games you get, and it is impressive because some of the other deluxes only have 12, 13. We are missing Rolling Thunder, which stinks. We are missing Rally X, but at the same time, you're getting a Miss Pac-Man with every Pac-Man except Pac-Man, so that is impressive. And again, you got Dragon Buster as a more rare game. And Mappy, too. Some of the deluxes don't have Mappy. When I say deluxes, I mean the Namco, Class of 81, the Pac-Man, the Galaga Deluxe, those ones. So I do like this lineup. It has grown on me, and I actually played this every day. So let's go into the gameplay. Okay, folks, how about some gameplay? We'll start with Miss Pac-Man. Basic instructions. I like how before every game it shows you the instructions, the controller layout. You're just going to use the joystick for this. And then you're going to push player 1. You can play player 1 or player 2. It's got the great authentic sounds, the visuals. Now I just have to play great, which is more difficult through a camera. But if I am great, I should be able to, right? We will see. There we go. Got the cherry right off the bat. Does anybody have any memories of playing Miss Pac-Man? Like I said, I used to play it at Golden Dawn Diner with my friends after late night, probably about 15, 20 years ago, which was awesome because they still had an arcade machine. We're going to get a lot of ghosts here. This Pac-Man's kind of hungry. And it does multiply times 2 every time you get one. 1,600. Look at that. And we're going to clear this level, it looks like. Another tip, when you go through the tunnel, you go through faster than the ghosts. So that's a good strategy to get some distance between you and them. Yeah, I'm doing really good here. I don't want to jinx it though. Those middle areas are usually harder to finish, but I think we did. Look at that. So do we play another round, another guy, gal? Maybe we'll play one more. We'll see how I do, because after 2 you go to the second maze, which is great. Unlike the original Pac-Man, it does become redundant because it's only one maze. This Pac-Man has 4 different mazes, I believe. So I guess that was it. We'll move on to the next game. And again, you hold the player 1 button for 5 seconds. And then it'll take you to the home screen. What's up, Holmes? I do wish there was just a button or you could hit the live button. But, you can't. And this is Wi-Fi. Why not do updates? Have they done any updates? So, I'm not going to do every game, I don't think. Pac-Mania is a pretty cool game. Not one of my favorites. Super Pac-Man. Again, second Pac-Man game ever. Not including Miss Pac-Man. Pac-Land. Again, I hate the controls. Pac and Pal. Like I said, I was going to show you that because you guys are my pals. Now, here's another fun fact. Pac and Pal was the 3rd game ever made in the Pac-Man series. And you can do cool stuff on this. It does have the rules on the bottom, if you can see it. If Pac-Man touches a ghost, he will lose 1 life. Touch cards to open doors. Your pal will take items. Get the items back before they are lost. Some items give Pac-Man the ability to shoot at ghosts and stun them for extra points. That's what's awesome. We actually are going to use one of the buttons, and we can actually shoot the ghosts if we get the Galaga figure. And then if we get the pole position race car, then we can shoot smoke at them. So once you know what's going on in the game, it is pretty cool. Again, you got to flip the cards, and then you can see they open up doors. And then you get keys, but your pal is stealing them. So why do they call it Pac and Pal? Because he's not my pal, he's actually a thief. Look at that, we got the Galaga shooter, which is awesome. You get the points when you get the ghosts. And then you can go through here, do a little switcheroozy, get them all confused. I like the music, it's just fun. Playing this on a Sunday. There's the other Galaga gun, there's the pineapple, and my pal stole the gun. I gotta get it back, Jack. I was right there. And this isn't an easy game, to be honest with you. I'm not great at it, but it's just fun. So now I get the Galaga gun and it's too late. I can't use it. But I like how it's hard. And it's different. It's new. I never played this in the arcade. No one probably did. Well, people did, but I'm sure they're playing Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man more. See, he keeps stealing everything. How is he my pal if he steals everything, guys? Well, it gets... Look at that. See, I came up top. So that was a great switcheroozy. There we go. Now I get the gun and have some fun. Trying to steal my key? Did I get the key? Yeah, I got it back. I gotta get that last card. We're gonna go down on the mates and go around everybody. There's my pal. He doesn't even fight for me either. He just goes right by, trying to steal my stuff. See, now all the ghosts are on that side. My pal's gonna steal it. But I got it back, Jack. So does anybody have any familiarity with Pac and Pal? Have you ever played it? Do you like it? Like I said, once you understand the rules, it's fun. We even have bonus stages. Which, in case you didn't know, some of the original Namco games do have bonus stages. Once you get the ghost, the stage is over and it's random. But even Mappy has like a bonus stage. Like, they're pretty cool. And I didn't even get the high score on this because it's not easy. And that's just a factory computer high score. If this guy would stop stealing all my fruit, maybe I could get the high score one day. We got the pole position cars, which are awesome. See, and they save those towards the end, or I guess they're the high cards. There we go. How cool is that? You're shooting the pole position smoke, and you're getting points for it. I think that's awesome. And he stole my other race car, but I can go actually in here, which is crazy. You can go in the ghost hideout, which is pretty cool in Pac-Man. Alright, so I'll just play it for one more guy. Unless I'm going for the high score, guys. I am doing kind of good. I don't know, and I'm gonna get the car. And I just got a free guy, 20,000. Trying to steal my car again? Come on, buddy. Be nice. No Taco Bell for you. You keep stealing my stuff. Ah, the smoke just ran out. I gotta go for the high score, guys, since I never have. So we're gonna keep playing it for a little bit. But let me know in the comments section, what do you think of Pac-Man? I would say my next favorite game on this see, I'm talking, not paying attention, would have been Super Pac-Man, but I don't want to make this an all Pac-Man game review. But I would say Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man. See, now I'm talking too much, I'm not concentrating. Didn't get the high score. But that was fun. Cool game. And we shall go on to the next one. Came out in 1983. It is still weird you gotta hold in the button. I hope this button always works, because again, you gotta take out, that's a flaw. This is one piece. The monitor and the control panel, you'd have to take the whole machine apart, or 50% or 75% apart. So I hope this all lasts forever, but for $225 on Walmart, definitely cannot complain. So we're going to show you the classic Galaga. Galaga, just the joystick and the fire button. And I never played it in the arcade, just didn't like it, care for it, but I do like it now, because now I have it right in front of me. Pretty cool classic sounds. We're in outer space. You really got to keep hitting the fire button. And by the way, I'm playing all of the games on the default arcade settings. You can go in settings and add extra lives, add rapid fire, but I want it to be authentic like the arcade. And you're actually safe in the corners, the left and right corner, I noticed. They don't seem to hit you over here, or ram into you. They could probably shoot you, but... And they do the kamikaze. They'll literally just fly right into you. They just don't care. So I guess Galaga was a huge game, and they made 3 of them. Galaga 88 would be the 3rd one in the series, which isn't on here. But I find this one to be the best in the series. But did anybody like Galaga? Anybody used to play it in the arcade? Let me know. See, that's the mini boss. So you can take my ship, and then if I shoot him and not my ship, I'll get 2 fighters. So we'll see if that works out. Because he did take a guy, and I want it back, Jack. See? There we go. Come to Papa. I was supposed to let him land first. I actually never captured the ship, to be honest with you. Let me know, guys. I guess I have to let him land next to me first. I know I don't shoot it, or I kill it. But I guess I was too happy and I wanted it. But that's weird. They should just let you have it. And now I'm down to 1 guy. But I'm pretty good at this. Do have the high score, 40,000. This is bonus stage again. Galaga has a bonus stage. You're not going to fire back. You're just going to get some bonus points, which I'm not doing great at. That was pretty good. Can I get them all? No. So these are cool classic sounds. I just remember hearing them in the arcade. It shows you your stats, number of hits, the bonus. And a lot of the games around 20,000 you get a free guy, which is pretty cool. Love that sound though. Listen to it. It's just cool. I don't know. I just like it. And you can put your name in the high scores, but on the Pac-Man games, it just shows the high score, which I don't like. But in Galaga and other games, you can literally type in the top 5 high scores, which is pretty neat. Alright, let's try another game. I'm having fun, guys. You guys having fun? This is just a Sunday, just relaxing, playing some games. Usually I'd have the jukebox on with some 80s music. Can't have it playing for copyright reasons, of course. Let's play a couple more games. Here's Mappy. Mappy is a fun game. Reminds me of Peter Pack-Rat, which I love Peter Pack-Rat. I really wish it was on here somehow. That's Atari. Not as good as Peter Pack-Rat. I used to play at a local 7-Eleven. But Mappy is fun, and it's maybe the next best thing or closest to it. And as Mappy, you're a micro police in Goro. So there's another fun fact. What 2 arcade games have the bosses as Goro? Mappy and Mortal Kombat. I'm sure people didn't know that. It's kind of neat. So you're the mice and you got to get these cats because they're stealing stuff in this department type store or mansion, and you're like security, chasing them. Listen to the fun music. You got to get some microwave TVs and computers. See how the doors can hit them? Bouncing on trampolines. You shut the doors on them, then they fall down and go boom. So when you open the door, that carries the special doors. So whenever you touch them, you die. So you can't be on the same level as any of them at the same time. And once you hit the trampoline like 3 times, then they disappear. There we go, we got Goro. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, here we go. Gotta clear at least this one level. And I'm pretty good at this, I'm not great. So I think I have those 2 left. I actually have a few left. That's a lot. But I'm almost there. Got the Mona Lisa. Looks like a nice TV. Got it, right before Goro came. So we'll play a little more Mappy. Anybody play Mappy in the arcade? Wherever the doorknob is facing is the way that this magic doors shoot. Just so you know. Like I said, it's just fun music and the characters. Maybe I'll wait for them so I can kill them, get some bonus points. See that top door is closed, can't go in there, nobody home. Get the Mona Lisa. Doing pretty good though. See the trampoline this time is actually like blocking me. Yep, caught me, I know it. And if I clear this level, I think then the bonus stage is next. So I got 2 more goodies to get. So it's like a radio, boombox, pretty cool. Jeez, it's getting tough, guys. Wow. Almost. But fun game, as you can see, I do like it. Alright, let's try something else. So this is going to turn into a long video. It already is a long video, but I think we're just going to play 1 or 2 more games. And as you can see, I am enjoying this. This is great. Actually, wow, there's still a lot of great games left. We've got to play Dig Dug, obviously. So we got the Pump. And I have played this game the most. I'm liking it. Remember these classic sounds? case you know, there's 4 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you actually get more points the furthest on the bottom that you kill them. But the rocks give you a lot. 1,000 to start. So this is my standard always. Usually get a 2-for-1 deal. Maybe we'll lower the volume. Some of the games seem a little louder. But they're not stupid. They will move out of the way of the rocks, so it is a timing thing. And then when there's one left, he's going to try and escape. But I want the fruit, because that'll give me more points. On higher levels, it'll get you up to 3,000. So he got away, no big deal. Live another day, I would say. So the early stages, I'm always trying to get points. And as you can see, I got 64,000, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. So anybody enjoy playing Dig Dug in the arcades? Let me know in the comment section. Round 3. I like how on the high scores it tells you the high score that you got and also the round you got. So that's pretty neat. This guy's messing up my groove. Maybe we'll go down on the mites, digging down low. Or maybe we'll get a 2-for-1 deal. Nah, just a 1 deal. Free guy already. Who gotcha? Alright, alright. Doing pretty good. When you get to the higher levels, I'll have 2 or 3 guys in each one. And that can make things pretty hard. I missed. Now I'm going to have a trail of them all. This isn't going to go well unless I can get the rock to take some of them out. If you smell what the rock is cooking, I took out 2. Anybody want a pickle? I'll take a pickle. Just pushing some dirt, getting some extra points. I know he's going to try to escape. He's got to go to the left. Just a matter of time before I gotcha. So all this on one player. Doing pretty good, pretty good. Here we go. 2-for-1 deal coming up. Whopper Wednesday. Ah! Killed him and he killed me. Look at that. See, I got too greedy with the points. It happens. And the little dragons can actually shoot through. Like, see that right there? That's thin. They can shoot through that. I'm sorry, they can breathe fire through that. So I don't like them as much. Got one. So you got 800 since it was lower. Will I catch him? I think so. He took a little air break or something. Just hit 20,000 on to round 6. So here's an easy rock that'll usually kill him. And now I'm not as interested in points because these guys are going to start coming fast and furious like that movie. Without the race cars, though. So I just want to kill them, but I'll take some free rocks here if they want to come. Come on, anybody want to come up here, hang out? Got one. There we go, looks like a big juicy fruit. 2,000. Really wish they made the second Dig Dug better, by the way, guys. I'm not going to play that game. Maybe if I ever do a second video, I'll do the other games I didn't play, but that's a missed opportunity, because this game was great. They could have made it more similar. It just wasn't good. No one even knew there was a second Dig Dug. I was like, wow, there's a second Dig Dug? Yeah, here we go. Good. And I can kill this other one. Yeah, once you get like 2 or 3 dragons chasing you, I don't recommend that. It's not a good time, folks. So these guys are really close. Maybe get a 2-for-1 deal. Oh wow, I missed them both. Can I do one? Ah! that's probably enough dig though, guys. I don't want to play it to death for you. Let's try another game. Was doing pretty good though. Usually I can make the level 8 or 9 on one guy, then it starts getting a little loco. So let's show you Rompers. Like I said, a Japanese game. Came out a little later in the 80s, 89 I believe. But this is just like a fun game. Good energy, fun, silly graphics. You can tell this is different, look. See, he took your girl. You gotta find the girl through the Rompers. I mean, listen to the music, it's neat. So you gotta push things over. You got some dinosaurs that can breathe fire. The goal is to get all the keys. When you get all the keys, you go to the next level. You can even push it over to dinosaur eggs. That is my highest score, 77,000. The levels definitely get harder as you go along, and there's cool new creatures. See, the dinosaurs can shoot the whole lane, which is kind of crazy. So you got to really be careful. I do like dinosaurs, by the way, a lot, but not these ones, to tell you the truth. So the armadillos I have found to be the hardest because they move so quick and they just roll down the whole lane and they can knock things down. You can kill them, but it's not easy. But sometimes I will lose a guy on this level because, like I said, once they get rolling, they don't stop. I think I'm going to clear this without losing a guy. That's pretty good. Possibility going for the high score? I don't know. We'll see. Listen to that music. Now remember, yeah, they can push it on you. So, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm romping pretty good. This isn't romper room, folks. Now here's a new creature. These look like SpongeBob SquarePants, and they actually do chase you. So you gotta kill one to the side, and then move around, but you'll see, like, they know where I'm at. They're chasing me, but they're slow, and they look like SpongeBob SquarePants. And you can kill them, like that. But they make you go all the way around because they will follow you. There we go. I'm romping pretty good. So anybody play this in the arcade or for a console maybe? I was supposed to kill him off the bat. When I talk too much, I don't focus on the gameplay. And he just crushed me, the armadillo. And I have gotten to level 10, and then they start to bust out with centipedes. Not the 5 deadly venom type centipedes. The centipede was number 1. Toad, snake. Oh. Got him. So now I get to clear this level. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. And there's my girl cheering me on. That's pretty cool. This is a crazy maze with everything in it. We got dinosaurs. Oh. For 39,000, that's pretty respectable. And I'll show you once I get towards the top. There is... I didn't do too good there. There was an earthquake hidden under one of those pillar type things. But look how the Japanese games get you to put in more coins. Would you play? You know, and then the other girl is saying, save me. They're really trying to take your money, but you will not trick me, you rascally rabbits. So it was 40,000 the top 5 score? I don't know. Oh, no, he's laughing at me. Now it makes me want to play. Nah, but I do have the top score. How about one more game? We will do the Dragon Buster to show you the rare Dragon Buster game. Not Ghostbusters, Dragon Busters. I ain't afraid of no dragons. That would be the theme song. And I've only played this maybe like 2 or 3 times. It is cool, but I don't know. But look at all the complex options. You know, you can jump, you can fire, you can magic, you can squat, you can do a double jump, a triple jump. So definitely more complex. Came out in '84. This isn't a vertical game, it's a horizontal. When I said vertical, guys, I meant this is on a 45 degree as well. I forgot to mention that. And that's how it was in the arcade. But it is obviously a vertical screen. But this is pretty cool. It's got the little maze. That's like, what, Super Mario 3? You got your sword. You got your magic. And you just go up the jump. Your vitality is your life. You only have one guy. And he actually looks like Link a little bit, doesn't he? You can do a double jump. When you're in the midair, you just push up twice. But I've made it to the end of the maze. The end of the maze on the screen, which takes you to the Super Duper Dragon, which I haven't defeated. Pretty cool different music, too. And I have made it up there. It just takes you to the same spot, different way to get around. I thought it was a hidden passage at first. So 84 left. So this is the lair of the dragon, and I wish I had a Dragon's Lair Arcade1up Deluxe or XL, but they didn't make them. Will Basic Arcade come through, guys, in the future? That's a talk for another day, but I am looking forward to seeing what they do. This is the dragon, but I got a lot of magic. Is he blocking those? I don't know. You got the super magic right here, though. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Got a lot of hits. Maybe I'll hit him some more here. Got him! First time beat the dragon. Beat it for you folks. Nice. Even got the high score. Look at that. So in the maze, you can pick where you want to go. Like if you want to go up, you want to go to the right, which is neat. Oh, wow. Not the easiest start. Now we got all different characters. See, now the game's getting a little more exciting. It reminds me of Adventure of Link. So maybe we'll just play the end of this maze, folks. Oh, I just made it. We'll do one more level. So that's a different kind of castle I've never seen. But yeah, if the castles and the mazes get more complex, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. So there's snakes down there. Anybody want to go down there? Not me. I guess I have no choice. Yeah. Now it's reminding me slightly of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Used to love that game in the arcades. So what do you guys think of this game? Pretty cool? Not too cool? I think it's neat. Yeah, I gotta go this way and climb up. Yeah. There's a dragon hanging up there. Shoot a fireball at him. So I got 16 vitality left. So we'll do the final boss on this level. Oh, I killed him with the fireballs. Alright guys, since I have the high score, I guess I gotta keep going. And remember, if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. I would appreciate the support like always. And we just keep playing and having a good time. And maybe I'll do a second video on the other games. If that interests people, let me know. That was the end of it. But pretty cool. And as you can see, this was a horizontal game, so it doesn't take up the whole screen. That's the problem with the Rolling Thunder, which is one of my top 10 or 15 games. If you had on the other deluxes, you would not get it full screen. But that is it for the video. I do appreciate you watching. This is a great pickup, especially if you can land it for $225 at Walmart. But even if it's, I don't know, $400, a little more, I think that this is a great deluxe cabinet. I mean, I definitely recommend it. You know, I just think it's really impressive, as you can see. Again, maybe turn more lights out and you can see how everything lights up even better. But at night, just looks awesome, in my opinion. And it's just solid. Somehow it feels like it's more solid. I don't know. But what happened? Arcade1up, this is the only vault they made. I mean, they were going in the right direction. They had vaults, they had XLs, and then they just stopped and rehashed everything for like the last 2-3 years. So will Arcade Fun or Basic Fun, whatever they call themselves, step up to the plate and give us what we want? We also have Glenn's FU, which is interesting. And there are options coming. But that's it, guys. Signing off. And remember, make your day a retro day. That's what I always say.